What's up guys, Khraze here, back again in Red Dead Redemption 2, and today I'm going to teach you how to pull off a perfect heist on the Valentine bank. The reason you want to pull off a perfect heist on this one is because you can get a ton of cash if you do this right, which is upwards to $20,000 split between you, your accomplices, and the camp as well. That would be over $2,500 for you alone, and it's much faster and easier than any treasure hunt out there, unless of course we're talking about glitches or cheating. Do keep in mind that this is a story mission, which means that this video is going to have some spoilers in it, but if you don't care about that too much, then feel free to proceed. Now, if you've recently moved on to the second camp, you might have heard Karen saying that it's such a shame you never got the chance to rob the bank of Valentine. At first I thought it was a missed opportunity and I thought I completely skipped on this one, but don't worry, it's not a missed chance, it's something that you'll actually do later on during chapter 3, so it's all good, don't worry, you will be able to do this eventually. The mission itself is called Sodom Back to Gomorrah, and it will be given to you by Bill Williamson at the second camp right by the lake. It's accessible to you after already completing a portion of the story in the town of Rhodes, so you will need to run a few errands over there before this one pops up for you, but don't worry, you'll eventually see it appearing in the camp, so just complete story missions until you see Bill's marker inside the camp and you'll be able to go ahead and take it. Once that happens, go to the marker and you'll see Bill Williamson, Karen, and Lanny plotting a heist on the bank of Valentine, mentioning what an easy target it is. This will set all four of you on the road to Valentine, so it would be best if you already paid your bounties beforehand in case you have any of them there. Once you arrived, simply hitch your horses nearby to the bank and make your way towards it without arousing too much suspicion. Before entering, you have the choice to send in Karen to cause a distraction, and it doesn't really matter what option you pick here, both of them are just fine. You can pick the distressed girl or a harlot, but honestly it doesn't matter which one you pick because both of them work just fine. Once Karen enters the bank, don't immediately barge in and just wait outside. In fact, to pull this one off perfectly, you'll want to keep quiet and not fire your guns at all, so be careful how you do this because you might arouse too much suspicion, so try to keep as quiet as possible. Do not alert everybody because the sheriff is going to be quite close to the bank as well. Instead, listen to the cues from both Arthur and from Karen, who's causing the distraction inside, and once Arthur says go, then you can pretty much enter the bank and knock the people in there out, or simply just hold them at gunpoint. Just make sure nobody moves a muscle or they'll blow your cover, but this shouldn't happen as they will be pretty much scared shitless and you'll be able to proceed according to plan. Once that is taken care of, move on to the backside by kicking open the iron door where the bank teller is and make him crack the vault door for you. Feel free to smack him a few times across the head so he hurries up, and it will take a bit of time until he eventually gets it right, and until then you can pretty much smack him across the head to hurry up. But yeah, it's a pretty annoying scene and eventually he will crack it up open for you, but be careful not to kill him in the process, otherwise it's pretty much done. After the vault is opened, you are presented with two choices, and here is where your decision will matter the most. Since the bank teller doesn't know the combinations to the safes inside, you can either blow them up yourself using dynamite or crack the key combination to them. Choosing to blow up the safes with dynamite will eventually alert everybody in town, and it will severely reduce the time it takes for you to take the money. You will pretty much be constantly assaulted by the police and you won't want to cause any ruckus at this point in time. That is why I suggest picking the option to crack the safes yourself, as it's 100% quiet, nobody will disturb you, and you will get the chance to walk away with a lot of money without causing too much distraction. Each safe contains anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000, and there are about 5 or 6 of them inside, so you're looking at about $20,000 or more in total, and I'm pretty sure you can get a little bit more than that depending on the RNG, but so far I was able to get $20,000 out of it. Of course, the more you take, the more your cut will be, so make sure to pretty much get all of the money inside the bank. If you crack open the safe, you're looking at over $2,000 for your own split, which is more than the best treasure hunt out there, so it's pretty good. It's also very fast. Cracking open a safe is very simple. All you need to do is use your left analog stick to twist and turn the safe key and follow the on-screen prompts as they help you a lot. Slowly rotate clockwise or counterclockwise depending on the prompt and pay close attention to the vibration on your controller. It will pretty much start vibrating more intensely when you're close to the correct number combination, so try not to rush it in and just move as slowly as possible. If you do this right, it should take you no more than a couple of minutes to open all of the safes up and still not have any witnesses entering the bank yet. So it's a pretty easy job. Just make sure you're moving in as swiftly and quietly as possible, with having the only witnesses the ones already in the bank itself. After all of this is done and you have taken all of your money, you again have two options. You can leave the witnesses behind and have your identity blown away, or deal with them and attract attention too soon. Both of these options are pretty much giving you the same result, as in you will eventually alert the police anyway, but it will matter when the police is alerted because this means you will have easier time to escape. Again, I recommend just leaving the witnesses over there and not causing any noise, and this will also boost your morale meter for some reason, which is ironic given the fact that you just robbed the bank and threatened a bunch of people. But hey, at the very least you're getting both sides in the process. Once you're out of the bank, move slowly and don't do anything stupid. Just try reaching your horse as fast as possible, but do keep in mind that at some point when you're very close to getting on your horse, someone will eventually find out and alert to the police that the bank robbery has happened, but by this time you're pretty much close to your escape with all of the money in your pocket and ready to go. The final chase scene is pretty much for story purposes rather than anything, so yeah, it just tries to make it more cool and have that final big chase by the authorities after the bank heist has happened. But don't worry, the lawmen in this scene are pretty easy to escape from, and it's much better to have them involved right as you escape the town rather than constantly have them on your back while trying to rob the place. So that's why I've suggested going in the silent way. You can even shoot them up and kill them at this point if you want to, especially of course if your horse is not fast enough or you didn't manage to escape them yet. And even if you get a bounty on your head, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be a couple $100 at most, which is damn worth it for the $2,500 you have just stolen. So it's a lot of profit, way faster than anything else, and it's a pretty fun mission to do anyway. The mission doesn't end here though. You will still need to take care of some business before being able to head back to the camp with your profits, but I will not spoil that part as it's not relevant to the heist but rather to the mission itself, and I still want to keep you guys enjoyed this mission despite the guide containing spoilers already. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it. In the end, once everything is taken care of, you'll head over to the camp itself where the prompt with the mission complete will show, and this is also where you will see all of the money that you have gathered in this mission. And as I've said, it's over $20,000 and it's split in two halves, 10,000 for the gang and 10,000 split four ways between Arthur, Karen, Bill and Lenny, and that is an amazing profit to have, especially if you have already combined it with other types of making money in the game, such as treasure hunts or whatever stuff you're doing like robberies and all of that. So yeah, it's a pretty lucrative heist to do. It's pretty easy if you know what to do, and it's damn fun to escape there almost unnoticed. I wish there was a version of this mission that lets you completely run away unnoticed, but from a story point of view it's pretty much impossible because that's the description of the story and that's how, well, it ends up. It's just a matter of when you get to deal with the cops, and as I've said, it's better to deal with them later rather than sooner in this case. This isn't the only bank heist in the game though, and there is definitely at least one more than I know of, and of course if you pre-order the game you will also have another one available to you. I think it's available with at least the special edition of the game, and I will probably make a video on that as well later on if you guys want me to do that, and I'm definitely down for it because these bank heists, man, are pretty freaking fun and I am going to do more of them eventually. I'm also preparing a guide on how to get 10 gold bars in the game and it should be pretty fun. I think it's over $5,000 $2,000 in total, and it has helped me very well early on into the game. Some of it might be known to you, some of it might not, but this will happen in a later video. And yeah, this is all the time we have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me if you managed to take more than $20,000 from this heist, or if you have any other tips that you want to give. And in the meantime, also leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome Red Dead Redemption 2 videos, or don't, it's your choice and you can do whatever you want to do. But I will see you guys in the next one, so peace out.